everyone, welcome to Succeeding Learning app. In today's session, let's see History, Chapter 2, Era of Gandhi and National Movement. Mahatma Gandhi is a very familiar personality. Who will not be knowing about Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation? Yes, in this chapter, we will learn more about him. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who is popularly called Bapu, was born on October 2nd, 1869 in Porbandar of present-day Gujarat's Katalwar district. Karamchand Gandhi was his father. He was a Diwan of Rajkot state. Putli Bai was his mother. She influenced Gandhi on moral values. After completing his basic education at Porbandar, Gandhiji went to England in 1888 for law education and complete his law and returned to India. Let's see what happened later. He went to Natal of South Africa to represent Dada Abdullah and Company in 1893. Though Gandhi intended to be in Natal only 3 months, he ended up living in South Africa for 20 long years. He opposed the apartheid policy that discriminated between dark-skinned and pale-skinned people. He invented a new tool of protest called Satyagraha. You know this Gandhi conceived the protest based on Satyagraha and non-violence for the first time. He founded Natal Indian Congress in order to intensity the struggle for future. He started passive resistance organization. He started Tolstoy Farm and Phoenix Farm to train the people in Satyagraha and non-violent peace struggles. Many people like Herman Kalibach, his wife Kasturba, children lend a helping hand to Gandhiji. Finally, feeling pressured by the allegations led to Gandhiji, the government of South Africa withdrew all the restrictions and prohibitions against Indians and black people. Once Gandhiji was traveling from Pretoria and Durban in the first-class railway compartment. He was thrown out of the compartment by a white officer. This made him to realize the hardships faced by Indians in the various places of South Africa. And after leading a long struggle in South Africa, Gandhiji arrived back to India in 1950. Gandhiji in India. The initial protest Gandhiji, as per the instruction of his political guru Gokhale, toured entire India in a third-class railway compartment to understand real India of his time. He gave an institutional shape to his struggles by establishing Sabarmati Ashramam at Ahmedabad in 1960. In 1917, Gandhi launched Champaran movement in support of indigo farmers and made the British government accept the demands of the farmers. In 1918, he started a movement in support of the mill workers of Ahmedabad and made the British government accept his demands. In the same year, another protest held in Kheda village of Gujarat to oppose the land taxes also became successful. Gandhiji started using truth, non-violence and satyagraha ideals in these movements. And he also started interacting with common people, making freedom movement more people-based on movement. He used to express his thoughts in periodicals like Young India and Harijan. You know this, with the arrival of Gandhiji, the Indian National Congress threw its door open for all the membership in it. In order to press its demands on the government, the Congress chose civil disobedience and non-cooperation paths. It also undertook many programs to uplift the downtrodden people. In order to implement its program, the Congress started the Tilak Swaraj Fund, a fund of 1 crore rupee. Like this, the Congress went through many changes with the arrival of Gandhiji. Due to all these reasons, this period is called as the Gandhi era. Meaningful achievements of Gandhiji's struggle. Satyagraha is one of the major methods of protest of Gandhiji. The word Satyagraha means assertion of the truth. It is his moral weapon. The use of this weapon is one of the major social exploration has ever taken place in the human history. Ahimsa. Ahimsa is a basic trait of Gandhiji's struggle. He firmly believed that one should face violence with ahimsa and satyagraha, fasting against the brutal force of British like military, police and law. Unity of Hindu and Muslim. Gandhiji always campaigned the unity of Hindu and Muslim during the national freedom struggle. He believed that without unity among Muslims and Hindus, it is difficult to achieve independence and also becomes difficult to survive as nation in future. He always said Hindus and Muslims are two eyes of Mother India. Circumstances that supported civil disobedience. Jallianwala Bagh massacre. The British implemented Rowlatt Act in 1990. Through the act, the British started controlling the nationalists. Under this act, they could arrest a man and declare him as an offender in a court of law. Gandhi formed an association called Satyagraha Sabha to oppose this. By utilizing numerous political methods like huge public marches and meets along boycotts, the act was opposed. Gandhiji called for one-day hartal on April 6, 1919. Dr. Fakhruddin and Dr. Satyapal and various other leaders were arrested in Punjab. To protest these arrests, the people had assembled in Jallianwala Bagh on April 13, 1999, on the day of Baisakhi festival. The military general of Amritsar, General Dyer, fired at the peaceful assembly to people and killed around 380 protesters. Thousands were injured. Military rule was implemented in Punjab after this incident. This became because of the launch of non-cooperation movement by Gandhi. Later, Udham Singh, a revolutionary, killed General Dyer in England. Khilafat movement. The Sultans of Turkey were also the religious leader of Turkey and were called Caliph. During the World War I, the British harassed the Caliph and this was widely protested by Muslims of the world. In India, Muhammad Ali and Suhabat Ali, two brothers, started the Khilafat movement in support of Turkey in 1919. Gandhiji extended his support to this movement. This was a movement wherein both Hindu and Muslim participated in national-wide protest. Non-cooperation movement. The Congress passed a resolution to hold non-cooperation movement in its special national convention held in Kolkata on September 4, 1920. It aimed at educating the people about the British for their brutal killing and also preventing Jallianwala Bagh-like incidents in future apart from opposing the British rule. The major developments that took place during the non-cooperation movement. First one, many senior lawyers like Deshbandhu Chittaranjan, Motilal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad left their legal practice. Students boycotted schools and colleges. Congress boycotted the elections for regional bodies which were held under the 1919 Act by not naming any candidates for the election. Many national institutions like Kashi Vidyapeth, Gujarat Vidyapeth, Bihar Vidyapeth were established. Rabindranath Tagore returned his knighthood. Common people and women donated liberally to the Congress. Shops selling foreign goods were boycotted and foreign clothes were burnt. The visit of the Prince Wales in 1921 was opposed. Impacts of non-cooperation movement. Though many of its main aims remained unachieved, it created some deep impacts. The Congress-led movement took some revolutionary turns. The Hindu-Muslim unity was temporarily achieved. The national freedom movement went beyond the boundaries of cities and entered the villages also. The attempts to remove untouchability and enter of women into public spaces were the notable achievements of this movement. Chauri Chaura incident. On February 5, 1922, a big group of around 3,000 farmers assembled in front of the police station. They had assembled there to protest against the police officer who had been beaten Congress workers when they were protesting in front of an arc shop. Enraged by this act, people tortured the police station. As a result of the 22 policemen were charged to death. Gandhi realized that this due to lack of preparation and morality among the people to hold the non-violent protest. Hence, he withdrew the non-cooperation movement on February 12, 1922. The British holding Gandhiji responsible for all the violent uprising, arrested him on March 10, 1922 and imprisoned him for 6 years. He was released 2 years later on the grounds of ill health. Swaraj Party. Motilal Nehru, the withdrawal of non-cooperation movement disheartened many congressmen. They proposed to enter the legislative assemblies and create impediments in the sessions. This, they argued, would further strengthen national freedom movement. Swaraj Party was founded in 1923 by Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das. In the same year, they also obtained permission to participate in the election when the Congress National Convention was held in Delhi under the chairmanship of Abdul Kalam Azad. During the election that were held in November 1923, Swaraj Party won 42 seats of 101 seats available. Reasons for the beginning of civil disobedience movement. The British government appointed the Simon Commission in 1927. The commission was supposed to study the effects of Indian Government Act 1919, Montagu Chelmsford Act, and arrived in India on February 3, 1928. The commission witnessed wide protest with slogans, "Simon, go back." Lala Lajpat Roy died when the protesters were charged in Lahore. This drafted a constitution that was acceptable to all the political parties. Later, the Labour Prime Minister of England, Ramsay MacDonald, held talks with the Viceroy and announced that the process of granting dominion status of India would be considered at the earnest. After this, another interesting development took place. In Lahore Congress Convention, under the chairmanship of Jawaharlal Nehru, adopted a resolution demanded total independence, Purna Swaraj. January 26, 1930 was declared as the Indian Independence Date in order to mark the historical importance of the session. The Constitution of India was adopted on January 26, 1950. Dandi March. In 1930, the Working Committee of the Congress met at Sabarmati Ashrama and passed resolution to hold civil disobedience under the leadership of Gandhiji. Gandhi wrote a letter to the Viceroy demanding 11 points. In case the government does not accept this demand, the people would reject the paying tax and also start civil disobedience movement all over India. As the Viceroy rejected the letter, declared on March 12, 1930 that he would walk with the followers up to Dandi, the coastal area of Gujarat. Gandhi covered 375 kilometers on foot and reached Dandi. He broke the law by holding a fiscal salt without paying the tax which the British had levied on salt. Charaka, the spinning wheel, became more famous during this march. After this, National Movement Week was observed from April 6 to 13th. Many leaders like Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, Kamala Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Rajgopalachari, Babu Rajendra Prasad and many other leaders who had participated with Gandhi in Dandi March were arrested. Meanwhile, a meeting of Indian legislative representatives was held at London in 1930. This is the first roundtable conference. For the first time, representation was given to untouchable committee at the conference. In order to facilitate the participation of leaders, the imprisoned leaders like Gandhi and many other Congress leaders were released from the prison. Many leaders representing various committees and kingdoms participated in the meetings like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, M.R. Jaikar, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Srinivas Shastri and others. This conference approved domain status, responsible government and religious representation. Since the Indian National Congress did not participate in the first Roundtable Conference, in order to make the Roundtable Conference a success, a pact between Viceroy Irwin and Gandhiji was signed. As a result, the Congress stopped the civil disobedience movement and agreed to participate in the second Roundtable Conference. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Muhammad Ali Jinnah participated in the conference. In the second Roundtable Conference, Ambedkar passed for a separate electoral constituency for untouchables. This was opposed by Gandhi. As a result, the second Roundtable Conference too ended to any conclusion. But the British government announced a decision to provide separate electoral constituency for the untouchables. It implemented communal award in 1932. Mahatma Gandhiji opposed this and started fasting unto death. As a result, Pune Pact was entered. According to this pact, few consultancies were reserved for untouchables among general constituencies. In such constituencies, the untouchable became the representative of all. In this background, the third Roundtable Conference was organized. The Congress did not participate in the conference, opposing the decisions of the government. As a result of this Roundtable Conference, the British brought in Government of India Act 1935. This act provided for federal structure at the centre and regional autonomy at state level. Political rights were now available for Indians. The Congress gained majority and formed a government. By this time, due to various political developments of Europe, the World War II has started and the Viceroy unilaterally declared India's war against Germany. The Congress walked out of the cabinet opposing this decision. Gandhiji declared personal satyagraha against the decision of Viceroy. Quit India Movement, 1942. The Stratford Cripps Commission, which was sent by the British government, proposed some suggestions in front of Indians. The proposals like according dominant status to India and calling a meeting to draft new constitution were tabled. It was proposed to all the states will have liberty to be a part of the new federation or not. These proposals were opposed by the Congress and called for Quit India Movement. Quit India Movement declared British, you quit India. Gandhi gave call to the fellow Indians to do or die. Since most of the Congress leaders were jailed, no Congress organizations took the lead in this movement. This movement created new leaders. Jaya Prakash Narayan provided leadership to this movement. He, along with his supporters, engaged in revolutionary works. The socialists brought out a document titled The Freedom Struggle Front and outlined their strategies. They trained factory workers. They collected money. Those people provided hope to Indians in its difficult times. Meanwhile, efforts were made outside the border of India too. The efforts of Subhash Chandra Bose are really commendable in this direction. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Abdul Kalam Azad, after the elections of 1937, the Muslim League was kept out of government formation. When the Congress walked out of the government in 1939, opposing the unilateral decision of the Viceroy of participant in the World War II, Muslims celebrated this walk out of Vismukh Divas. It proposed for the division of India. Farmers and workers protest. The protests against the farmers and the workers are equally important in the history of national freedom struggle. Some of these associations were influenced by the Congress and some were influenced by the Marxist ideology. During the British administration, many farmers rebelled against the British planters and zamindars. They protested against the land tax. Gandhi convinced the British officers through this satyagraha to withdraw tax. The Indian National Congress tried to organize the farmers as a part of national freedom struggle. Gandhiji influence was visible in activists in Champaranaya, Kheda and other places where the farmers organized themselves and protested. The issues farmers found themselves intermingled with the problems focused on in movements like non-cooperation movement, tax refusal, Quit India movement. Many of the protests were organized under the banner of Kisan Sabha, which was influenced by the leftist ideologies. These protests were often in favor of the Congress and many times stood opposed to Congress. Workers' revolt. Worker struggle started in Kolkata in 1827. The workers of jute and cotton mills, along with railways, started organizing themselves. Railway workers held protests in railway stations and raised slogans against the British officers. The Printers' Union in Kolkata and cotton mill workers of Bombay created national awareness. The Congress supported such initiatives for the Workers' Union. Tribal revolts. The tax and the forest policies implemented during the British administrations were the reasons for the tribal revolt. Among them, revolts of Satlan, Kola and Munda are important. Halagali Beda's revolt of Karnataka is another notable revolt. The people of Satlan tribe are present in the hilly areas of Bengal and Odisha states. With the implementation of permanent zamindar system, these people became landlords. The land developed by them was taken over by the zamindars. Their peace-loving nature and civilized manners were exploited by the government. The upset Satlans met secretly and decided to loot the zamindars and the money lenders. The revolt was severe in Badpur, Bharat and Rajmahul areas. As a result, the tribal people killed their enemies. Frightened money lenders and zamindars fled from these areas. Through the revolt of Satlans came to an end. It became an inspiration for many revolts in future. Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose was from Cuttack of Odisha. The role of Subhash Chandra Bose is decisive step in Indian national freedom struggle. Though he had secured 4th rank in Indian Civil Service exam, he refused posting and became part of the national freedom struggle. He became popular as Netaji. He engaged himself in organizing the Indians residing outside India as a counter to Gandhiji's soft protest. He toured many cities like Vienna, Berlin, Rome, Istanbul and other cities. Railed the Indians settled in these places in favor of freedom struggle. Within the Indian National Congress, the leftist ideologies took roots. By 1934, Subhash Chandra Bose and Jawaharlal Nehru founded the Congress Socialist Party within the Indian National Congress. Subhash Chandra Bose became the president of Harijpur Convention of Indian National Congress with the support of Gandhiji. A difference of opinion broke between Subhash Chandra Bose and Gandhiji. Gandhiji's soft approach towards the British war policy clashed with Subhash's hardline approach for the same. Later, in 1939, though Subhash Chandra Bose got re-elected as the president of Indian National Congress, he quit Congress and founded Forward Bloc. The party aimed at staying within the fold of Indian National Congress and had progressive ideals. Subhash Chandra Bose opposed the British and preparation and also the participation of British India in the war. As a result, the British government arrested Subhash Chandra Bose and put him under the house arrest, with the aim of mobilizing the anti-British forces to fight against the British. Subhash Chandra Bose escaped from the house arrest and reached Germany. The dictator of Germany agreed to extend all the help to Bose. He broadcasted his speeches over the Azad Hindi radio to Indians. On learning about the success of Japan in the war, Bose joined hands with the Rash Behari Bose to explore the possibility of seeking the help of Japan to liberate India. Rash Behari Bose had founded Indian Independence League in Tokyo of Japan. He was calling its military wing as Indian National Army. He said, "Give me your blood. I'll get you Indian independence. Captain Lakshmi Sehgal became the commander of Jhansi Regiment, a women's wing of INA. Subhash Chandra Bose had planned the attack India through Rangoon. By the time thousands of soldiers who had joined INA were ready to occupy Delhi, they started their armed struggle on the Burma border. When there was a fierce battle between INA and the British Army, Subhash Chandra Bose died in airplane crash. Since Rangoon was captured by the British Army, the soldiers of INA were arrested by them. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has believed strongly that political freedom without social freedom is meaningless. Unless the last man in the fold hierarchical social system of Indian society, social and economic freedom, political freedom is of no value, was his argument. He introduced the concept of India not only a political entry but a whole system. He studied the caste system and divided strategies to destroy it. In order to prove that the untouchables has been denied even basic human rights, he organized Mahathang and Kalaram temple movements. Differences of opinion emerged between Ambedkar and Gandhiji over the issue of development of Harijans and the leadership of untouchables. Ambedkar and Diwan took Barod Maharaj. He was a member of Bombay Legislative Council and later he was also a member of Viceroy's Legislative Council. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar never joined the Indian National Congress and founded Bahishkruti Hitakarani Sabha and later Swatantra Karmika Party. He published periodicals like Prabhu Buddha Bharata, Janata, Mukhanayaka and Bahishkruti Bharata. A constitution was needed to chalk out the future of independent India. Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad was elected as the President of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was elected as the chairman of the drafting committee. He advocated equality in the constitution and provided legal guarantee against untouchability in the constitution. Ambedkar became the first law minister of independent India. Fed up with all the caste system, he left Hinduism and became Buddhist, which opposed caste system but had remained a part of culture of India. The Government of India has honored Dr. B.R. Ambedkar for his lifetime achievement by awarding the highest civilian honor, Bharat Ratna. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He entered the national freedom struggle through Home Rule movement. He played a prominent role in the non-corporation movement held during 1920. Later, he became the president of Lahore session of Indian National Congress. Purna Swaraj Goal was declared in this session. The thinkings of Nehru provided a new fillip to political activists. He was influenced by communist ideologies. As a result, the leftist ideologies became prominent in the Indian National Congress. As a result, Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose founded a Social Congress Party in 1934. Nehru was the president of 49th session of Indian National Congress. He declared that Congress should stay away from the world war arising of imperialism. As he was influenced by the various intellectual streams, he strived to achieve a holistic view with them. This is more evident in the non-allied movement and mixed economy principles. He expressed his softness for communist and socialist ideas as the president of 50th session of Indian National Congress. He declared that the Congress supports complete democracy and it fights for democracy only, not for socialism. As the Prime Minister of India, he came to be seen as the architect of industrialization and modern India. Nehru became instrumental in the integration of India, which was achieved through the Home Minister of his cabinet. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, who was successful in bringing all the princely state of India together. He also laid foundation for the diverse culture of India by implementing language-based reorganization of state policy. He sought to develop India through 5-year plans. He sought to develop infrastructure and heavy industries through these 5-year plans, with the aim of mastering atomic energy. He laid the foundation for that under the leadership of H.J. Baba. He was instrumental in staying away from the power politics by adhering to Panchashila principles. He died in 1964. Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Gandhiji joined Indian National Congress in 1906 and worked as a private secretary to Dadabhai Naoroji. He joined Home Rule League. In many of the conferences, he argued in favor of Hindu-Muslim unity. He declared himself as nationalist Muslim in round table conferences. Jinnah changed his strategies when Muslim League and Congress failed to form a coalition government in 1937. When the Freedom Declaration was nearer, he increased his pressure for the creation of independent Pakistan. He was successful in creating Pakistan during the Declaration of Independence. The last topic is the partition of India. All along the national freedom struggle, the Indian National Congress has a vision of free, independent, united India. But Muhammad Ali Jinnah kept putting pressure for an independent Pakistan. In the Lahore session of Muslim League in 1940, Jinnah declared that Hindus and Muslims cannot make one nation. The Labour Party came to power in England after the end of Second World War. It sent a cabinet committee to have discussion on giving the self-rule rights to the India. It recommended for a federal form of government and suggested to form an interim government. It also suggested the formation of Constituent Assembly to formulate constitution. The Muslim League called for Direct Action Day on August 16, 1946. As a result, the communal clashes took place in various parts of the country. Muslim League did not participate in the Constituent Assembly. The British were also interested in creating division between Hindus and Muslims. Meanwhile, the British government sent Lord Mountbatten as Viceroy to India, telling that it wanted to hasten the process of handing over the power. In 1946, Mountbatten held discussions with Gandhiji, Jinnah and other leaders to prepare a plan for the partition of India. In July of 1947, the Bill of India Independence took the Chapterwise Act. On August 15, 1947, two new nations, India and Pakistan, were born. Radcliffe-Brown Commission marked the boundaries between the two nations. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru took oath as the first Prime Minister of India on January 30, 1948. Mahatma Gandhi, who was the harbinger of peace between Hindu and Muslim, was shot dead by Nathuram Godse. Though Gandhiji was killed physically, the ideals propagated by him like equality, social justice, human reflection, and desire for human unity have remained the ideals of the entire community. By this, we come to the end of the chapter, hoping that everyone understood. For more information, log into Succeed Learning app.